Hello, wildlings. I'm your Creepsmith, and you found my Fear Forge. Lucky you. Welcome back, wildlings. Today's collegiate creepy crawly, The Crawling Man, by WeAreKyle. I typically get off work about 10 p.m. Because of this, I usually sit around and smoke and or drink until I finally get to sleep. My roommate went to bed around 3 hours ago. I stepped out onto my third-floor balcony to smoke a cigarette at about 3:30 a.m., which is normal because I have a history of severe insomnia. I was just minding my own business and enjoying the silence when my dog began to growl. She's an incredibly high-maintenance husky, but she never vocalizes for no reason. When she does, it always piques my interest. And now it's typically a cat, a stray dog, or a raccoon that causes these outbursts, but tonight was different. As I searched to locate what it was that she was so worked up about, I spotted a man crawling slowly across the courtyard of my apartment complex on all fours. At first, I found this funny. This drunk fellow student was struggling to make his way to his bed, and he'd reached a level of intoxication that I hadn't thought was possible. I found myself rooting for the guy as he made his way on his hands and knees across the walkway. That was until I realized that this thing wasn't entirely human. His arms and legs were slightly too long after the elbows and knees, much like a spider's. The way he moved slowly became more slow and irregular as he made his way across the basketball court that my balcony overlooks. It was like he, or it, was searching for something. I don't know, he was dressed like a normal person, in shorts and a bright orange sweatshirt, but something about this person, or this thing, was just off to me. After a bit of crawling, it looked up at me. Now, I keep my balcony dark and I sit in a shadowy corner where I can watch in peace, and my dog sits directly under my chair. No human, especially one that fucked up, would have noticed us. But this thing saw us. I know it did. It had to, because it looked directly at us and stared motionlessly for what felt like hours. Then it smiled. Jesus Christ, it smiled. That's when it started to cross toward my building. At this point, my dog is starting to freak out. Her tail is curled up over her back, her lip is curled back, and the fur on her spine is standing at attention. This is when I really start to feel uneasy. This thing is making its way towards my apartment, and my best friend is not happy about it. I decided that I should wait and watch for a while to see exactly what this thing was up to. And I wish I hadn't. I watched as it made its way across the courtyard, remaining on all fours the entire time. The grotesque way it moved was absolutely disgusting, but I just couldn't look away. As it drew nearer, I could make out more details. Its skin was a sickly, pale gray color. Its eyes were completely white and seemed to actually glow, but somehow I could tell that its pupils, if they even existed, were ceaselessly focused on my dog and I. There was no doubt in my mind that it was looking at us the entire time. It never picked up speed or changed its pace at all, although it slowly crawled across the entire courtyard. It was so slow the whole time. At this point, my dog's flipping out. I've never seen her on edge like this before. Once the thing reached the base of the stairs of my building, I ran inside and I locked all the doors and all the windows. Now my roommate is asleep on the couch, and I'm in my bed, while my dog is cowering underneath me. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to feel anymore. It's been about an hour since I first saw the thing, and the scratching on my front door hasn't stopped since, not even for a minute. Every once in a while, I can hear it laughing. Oh no, I get it. The the practice of people watching can be enjoyable, even relaxing. But it gets much less so when the ones you're watching aren't people. Stay scary, wildlings, and make the most of your nights.